Here we go. Well, I'm praying for the rain in California.
With Play Again SAV and the normal live music sessions where we go in, do an hour with people, growing out of that has been something that's come from the veterans themselves. There's been a real desire to develop their own skills, to look to do new things, and one of the ways we thought we could do that would be to introduce songwriting workshops. We have a musician called Jason Sweeney, who is a songwriter, and Jason and I talked to veterans and some of the centres that we've been working with to create a pilot scheme to test the waters to see if this would be an approach that would work with the veterans.
We approached 4 different venues for the veterans. We went into each of them, more or less testing the workshop as we went along and moulding it to get the best and most positive stories from the veterans. And I think that was one of the key things, is making sure that it was adaptable to the different types of characters that we were meeting. It's magic, I can spend my time here. We would always start a session by playing familiar music, because in the first session we would ask them what kind of style of genres they like, and it's amazing how much country came up, traditional Scottish music and American songbook music. And we would start with these kind of songs, and then we would gather, we would do such things as title writing, where we would ask what should our song be about, and then we would write up in flip charts. And then from there we would use that actual title that we had chosen as a visual technique to kind of ask them what that meant to them. And then really it was just about gathering all those enthusiastic stories that they wanted to tell, really.
Listening to other people's stories and reflecting on how they were so similar in so many ways to my own experience as well through life and that. And things back then, the things that we did, it was unique for that period.
Yeah.
Marvellous.
There's a lot of things that people maybe don't talk about on a regular basis, whether it's something that's happening in their life now or something that's happened in the past, and that's certainly something that I felt that people were sharing more different things. Where you thought somebody had a fantastic military career, maybe they actually felt a bit more reserved about it themselves, or you didn't realise that somebody had served in a certain location, and they shared that kind of information and the common bond that everybody has.
The social aspect of bringing everybody together through the music, how much that was important to them. That was just to have that, I knew about that, but to have that reinforced on every single venue was something really special.
I felt it brought the community closer together. I really did. People you only bumped into, you got to know their names even. I thought it was very good.
He didn't just do everything himself, he invited everybody to come into it, and then he's let you sing yourself.
Aye.
No, it was off a good head.
Older people are still creative. I think quite often we think older people want things to do with nostalgia, and that is correct in some ways, but they also like to have new experiences, try new things, try new skills, and to actually create something new themselves. And that, I think the songwriting has given them that opportunity.
It's given me a new lease of life. I was up the road saying to my wife, I've wrote a song. So we wrote a song. I was buzzing. It was absolutely fantastic. And like Margaret, it was the fact that you had taken some part of that I put that into it, or that was, and it's absolutely superb, fantastic. And I'll die a happy man now knowing that I have had someone to do an input and putting a song into place. Marvellous.
Didn't know where I was going.
The joy of the songwriting project is we have a tangible product at the end of it, a song that's been co-written with the veterans. They can sing it together. Hopefully we'll be able to share it with other veterans across Scotland. That would be a really lovely thing to do, and we're exploring ideas on how to do that. So the idea that they will be able to share with their friends across Britain and their families across the world a song that they've written, I think that's a really lovely thing.
The telling of stories is something we really encourage here. We hope that people tell each other stories as they're sitting around the tables. We certainly have groups called Chill and Chat where people do nothing but just sit and tell each other stories. But the one thing that we've found is there's no real way of recording that. If we can get stories put together into songs, that's an inspiration to me. That could be another group we could do.
Tony, who came to 2 of the sessions, told me that it was really inspiring to be involved in the session. Took his military experience and his song experience and he wrote this amazing song and he performed it and it was so good.
Hope never marches alone. I'd never thought to put my military life and my musical life together and write a military song, which seems stupid after nearly 50 years.
It shows you the mind still working.
But that's what put it in my mind. It was doing that course in Saltcoats. So thank you, sir.
Music seems to free your soul in a sense that you're able to be part and parcel of something. So even when you're on exercise, the guys will rib you, they'll sing songs, they'll do all bits and pieces. That's the link.
I really hope that the relationship and the partnership between ourselves at Enmark and Play It Again SAV continues, because it's been really positive and members thoroughly enjoy music. It's incredibly therapeutic for them, brings back memories, reminiscence, and it's very social. So thank you very much to you guys, we really appreciate it.
An aspect that cannot be missed from the sessions is the support of the staff. These are the key stakeholders to make sure that these sessions run smoothly, and I'm glad to say that the staff members that we worked with were brilliant. They were highly motivated, they were musical as well a lot of the time, which makes it so much better, and just having them on your side makes such a difference.
I think the songwriting pilot has been a success. The participants have really enjoyed themselves. We have 4 fabulous, very different songs reflecting the characters of the group and the work that we did in the workshops. I feel that it offers just that extra layer for people that want to do something new and creative. It would be amazing if we could create a whole playlist of songs co-written with veterans through the Play It Again SAV project. That would be a real joy.
The best thing about the whole session was that we're going to carry it on, I think, and sort of set up a mindset of writing songs.
I was a music person, just music, no words and music. And as I say, I'm so romantic as far as that's concerned. Yeah. And since these people come along, you're opened up my heart again.